Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog. Okay, this is just a screencast to show you guys some of my favorite applications for when I'm traveling. There's the Walmart overnight parking. But after I bought that, I realized that the All Stays Camp and RV app has all of that and more. Problem is, I've got so many things on here I can't find it. Let's go to where I know I have it. You can zoom in, and the dot in the center shows where I'm at. Apparently we don't have the Walmarts on. These are all the different filters that you can turn on for what you would like it to show you. I haven't really used it yet on this phone, so it doesn't have any of these clicked. It has clearance, different RV rest areas. Normally I'd click all the rest areas, but I can do that later. Different stores that are RV related, the truck stops. Gotta have the truck stops. And now, if we zoom out, we see some Walmarts. So you can click on this Walmart, you can get directions, get more information. If it's a no camping Walmart, it will have a red W. I'm sure we can find one of those if we shoot over here to the coast, because they don't like you to camp anywhere at the coast without paying money. And there we go, there's a red W, so that's Walmart no camping. They always say ask to camp on the ones that allow it. I don't think you have to ask, but it's a good policy. That way you can always say, if you're woken up in the middle of the night, oh no, I've spoken with someone who works here and I've got permission. So this is a great application. Everybody knows about Gas Buddy, right? We don't got to go there. NOAA Weather seems to be the most accurate to give me a forecast for the exact location I'm camped. If it will load right, I can show you here. We can go to the map. And click on an area that's near my home. It'll give you a forecast for the exact spot that you click. A lot of times you can only get a forecast for cities near where you're at. This gives you a little bit more precise weather forecast. This is an awesome application. When I get someplace and I'm camping and I'm not sure which direction the TV towers are in, I can use this one and it will show me how many channels are available and which direction to point my antenna. Oh, it says an error occurred. I've never seen that before. This has always been a good app. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. It found 9. And you can see, as I turn it, the channels with the different colors on the outer part of the circle. Shows me which direction the tower's coming from. I know this is incorrect though. This needs to be calibrated, and it works better if you're outside where it can get a clear signal to the GPS. Just looking at this, I can tell it's off a little bit. But I'm inside my house right now. This is one of my favorite applications, the Hot Springs Finder. A lot of times you can camp at these hot springs. Some of them are pay resorts that allow RV parking. Sometimes they're free hot springs with camping at the springs or nearby. Just as an example here, we'll do one close to my home area. I'm actually one of the volunteers that take care of this spring. This is called California Hot Springs Finder. It shows the different information. If there's contact information, they usually provide it. They'll tell you if you're able to camp or not. Stay out of the river. Watch out for mining claims. Pretty much all the information you need, including directions. But then they also have pictures of the different springs and the different stuff at them. John, one guy, takes care of this trail. He's there every week, sometimes twice a week. I wish the picture would load. He does an awesome job. There's a whole group of us, friends of the hot springs. Some are more active than others. But yeah, this is one of my favorite places anywhere. And this application makes finding these a lot easier. Oftentimes people don't even know they have a hot spring near their house until they read about it in the book or find it on an application like this. I don't have Droid TV on my phone, but I did a whole video about that. If you haven't seen it yet, you should go check it out. If you're interested in watching a lot of TV while you're on the road, that's about the best way. One other application I use, it's called View Ranger. It's not the only application of its type out there. There's some that are free. There's some that are nicer. This one gives you some basic maps and the option to purchase more detailed maps. The really good thing about this, it uses GPS, so when you're outside, it can give you it does a lot of other things too, but what I basically use it for is to figure out if I'm on public land where I can camp or not. You see the red circle in the center shows exactly where I'm at. Well, that's not really where I'm at, but if I was outside, it would be exact. And then if we come up here, you start to see where some of the ground turns brown. One of the nice things about this one, I can load in a certain area and download detailed information for that whole section so that later, even if I don't have a good cell connection or any cell connection at all, I can still use these maps in conjunction with the phone's GPS and figure out if I'm on public land or not. You see here, as we start to see the green areas, those green areas are all owned by the Forest Service. And if you look under the X right now, it even says that. The brown areas are owned by the Bureau of Land Management, and we're also allowed to camp on those. If you zoom in more, it takes a minute to load, but you can see right here just on this side, you're in the city, you're not on public land, but if you're over there, you're okay. And so a lot of times, even if you don't know an area, you can just follow these dirt roads off of the main highways until you're under BLM or U.S. Forest Service jurisdiction. It's always a good idea to call the area's district offices beforehand and make sure that your information's correct. But yeah, this has been pretty helpful. For me, anyhow.
So yeah, in life, do whatever you want to do, and don't let anybody tell you you can't.